Mm-hmm. There's your rescue. Not the rescue you thought, was it? Hello everyone, this is Venus Brown. I am back with another episode of Handmaid's Tale. This is Season 6, Episode 7, called Shattered. I think we know what this is probably about. Fucking Nick shattering June's vision of what he is. Her innate trust in him that she probably should not have had. Granted, I think a lot of us had more trust in him than we ever should have. I definitely had my questions and doubts about him, but they were not this bad. And just so everybody knows, I read an article right after this episode came out, and I did not realize it was concerning this episode. So I have gotten some spoilers, but I'm not going to go on about that. We will just start the episode. I wish I could hear better what they're saying. I have some ideas of what they're saying, but
not her. He wanted the whole place gone. I didn't say it was them.
Really did?
I didn't think he would do that.
what the fuck did you think he would do? This is Gilead, Nick, which you have been a part of the whole fucking time. They've all got their little blind spots, don't they? Us too.
Stop the
I
car.
always took him more as complacent than anything,
Let me go.
and taking advantage of the security he got from it, but
Jim, what are you
Let me
doing?
out.
June. Hey, you know you never cared what I did when I helped you. I killed those two guardians to protect you and your friend and your husband. Doing their jobs. One of them was 19 years old. You pretend like I'm not a commander or an eye.
I never pretended.
Well, you didn't face it. And now you have to.
You gave up those women to save yourself.
and I'm pretty sure he's done that many times.
We all want to save ourselves. We're fucking human.
You're just like them.
And you love me. What does that make you?
Exactly what your mom accused you of.
June.
Don't.
Matters is all those women are dead.
We're trying to find out what happened.
Well, she knows
Nick told
all of it.
How did he know? June.
I thought I could trust him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a commander in Gilead. He doesn't want us to win. He doesn't give a shit about the resistance. The only thing he ever cared about is you. And because of that, you're gonna run around like he's some hero?
But you have never corrected her on this before, and you've never stood up when it came to that either.
You think I don't see it?
I mean, granted, I know stuff like this happens, and that's when you might spill your guts about something like that, but He has been silent about this the whole time, and he could have been correcting her and didn't.
I don't know what to do. Don't be in love with a fucking Nazi.
It's hard to see her go. You know you will see each other again.
I don't think so.
Why not?
She thinks I'm a monster.
Because you are.
You're a good man.
Not without her.
We were friends way before June came along.
We were never friends. I was afraid of you. You were afraid of me. We would have crossed each other in a second. If it helped us to survive.
Yeah, maybe.
You're just saying that because you want me to get your family out.
I think she's saying it because she thought she knew you.
Don't you want to be a man who does the right thing?
I don't get to have what I want.
I was counting on you.
This is Gilead. The only person you should count on is yourself.
And that is the mentality I have noticed for a long time that made me really question whether he could be trusted. I just thought it was more complacence and loyalty because of who he was when he got into this position and trying to stay alive.
We've heard so many stories. What's it really like there?
Is it as modern as people say?
It is less strict, but we do still follow the same values as Gilead proper.
But all those refugees.
Can't be safe with them just milling about unsupervised.
It really is quite peaceful. The residents are very happy to reunite with their families. It's a credit to your husband.
It's all he talks about. My husband says his ideas are too radical.
Reckless, mine says.
Is there anything reckless about a community building on their devotion to God, living in harmony with respect to one another?
My husband says that.
And what do you say?
Yeah. Stop letting your husbands talk for you.
What are your hopes and dreams?
Think for you.
I will be starting a fertility center in New Bethlehem, which means more healthy children. Isn't that what this was all about to begin with?
Yes, but
Yes, but
the present system works.
does it? It works terribly.
There will be no handmaids in New Bethlehem, except of course the ones that retire and work as attendants.
Nobody will want those women around. Lord, no. Give me my child, God bless, move on.
To do what exactly? They carried our children. Where would you suggest that they spend their retirement?
That's for the commanders to decide. Though I must say, it is refreshing hearing you give the matter so much consideration. I would like more tea.
Might want to talk to Lawrence to get his wife in check.
They mocked my ideas. They think New Bethlehem is a folly.
Which wives?
All of them.
You're the future Mrs. Wharton. They will treat you with respect.
It seems their husbands don't support our ideas.
Then they need to be reminded who they're dealing with.
A proper wedding will remind them.
That means we can't get married in New Bethlehem. We'll need to have our wedding in Boston.
Grand celebration fit for the highest commander.
Aunts, Martha's handmaids.
Handmaids.
It won't be a traditional Gilead wedding without the whole community. It will be a show of unity with everyone represented and us on top.
I just hope there's enough time to change venues.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you.
Oh, thank God.
She's already there, Aunt Lydia, at his house.
Oh, praise be.
The blindness continues. I mean, I realize she's probably thinking she's not dead, she's alive. But not thinking she's stuck in that situation with her abuser, who was screwing around with her at Jezebel's.
I forgot who he was.
He never gave you any reason not to trust him. I mean, you were stuck in Gilead and he was kind to you. He helped you survive. I mean, you'd be dead if it weren't for him. Shit, we might all be.
That doesn't justify anything.
No. But it makes it
More understandable.
understandable.
Yeah, when people talk about things like this, they're not trying to justify the awful shit. They're trying to say, look, there's reasons this happened that make it understandable, not excuse it.
She was like hot enough.
No one's hot enough.
No one's hot enough.
I'm talking Angelina Jolie hot.
Nick is not Angelina Jolie hot, not even close.
Halle Berry.
Oh, gosh.
Absolutely not.
Or, oof, Rihanna.
What are you even talking about? No one's hotter than Rihanna.
No one's hotter than Rihanna.
You'd gone through so much.
Don't do that. That's no excuse. I don't want you to stay with me because you feel sorry for me.
What do you want?
I want you to be happy. And I want you to be with someone that deserves you.
There it is.
What do you want?
Something you both probably should have laid out a long time ago.
I should want to leave you,
But I don't.
but I can't.
Can't.
I can't either.
I can't quit you. I don't remember where that line is from, but I know I remember it from somewhere.
I miss her so much.
Do you think that she's the only reason we're still together?
Not the only one.
Oh, I hate this so much. Lydia thinks this is a great thing. She doesn't fucking know any better. She's still in that whole idea that this is like a divine calling.
Lydia, blessed day.
It is a joy and a privilege.
Let me get that for you.
I prayed to God for her rescue, and he delivered you.
God answered my prayers too.
Is she adjusting?
We've been working on her adjustment all morning. It's quite the firecracker, isn't she?
Would it be possible for me to see her?
I'm sorry, Aunt Lydia, no.
Well, then I'll see her at the wedding.
No, she won't be going to that.
Why not?
Well, she's not ready for public viewing at the moment.
There's your rescue. Not the rescue you thought, was it? So this, like, feelings of guilt and shame and stuff like that, this is one of the things that they talked about in the book, which of course was way back.
I don't take orders from Gilead commanders.
Go in peace.
What the fuck? Who does he think he is?
Yeah, like, June specifically talked about these feelings of guilt and shame and how she knew that what she was doing was wrong and fucked up. And I'm pretty sure that Nick was not the great guy or whatever. But, you know, also, she's human. They're human, and they're stuck in this situation, and...
I always thought you were an idiot for trusting him.
Well, you trusted him, too.
I was always selective in what I told him, and I sure as hell never let his smoldering gaze obscure my better judgment. Get these people to find another way to kill those commanders.
They don't want to hear anything from me.
When has that ever stopped you?
Yeah, seriously, June.
I really just can't do anything for you right now, so...
Serena never quit. When Serena's broadcast all around the world in her beautiful little wedding dress, surrounded by handmaids and their beautiful little red veils staring at the floor because they're not allowed to meet her eyes. That's gonna sit right with you?
You go, Lawrence.
June Osborne's last chapter ends?
Guilt her into action. I wouldn't usually approve of such things, but in this case,
Janine's not dead.
if that's gonna work, then let it work.
She probably wishes she were. That pervert, Belle, made her his handmaid.
I hope she kills him in his sleep.
Come on, June.
At the wedding, did you say they were going to be handmaids? She'll invite everyone important. She'll put on a huge show, and she's going to choreograph every move. She will micromanage every detail, where people sit, what they experience. No one there is going to see anything that she doesn't want them to see. And while she is planning her perfect wedding, we will be planning too.
They just had a big win. They're arrogant, they're relaxed, they let their guard down.
The handmaids had nothing to do with Jezebel's. No one will suspect them. One giant group, anonymous, veiled, moving as one.
Yeah, that's how we'll hide.
You sure you're ready to go back?
Hell yeah.
We'll get them to the Red Center, then slip them to the posted handmaids at the wedding.
The bombs are still in place. It'd be a shame not to use them.
Panic, confusion in the city, a perfect time to bring in your military.
Going to insist on extra guardians at that wedding, and she's going to pull them from all over the city and the border, leaving Boston more unprotected. We will use all of our friends.
God. I'm glad Lawrence pulled her back in.
Anyone who hates Gilead, anyone who has ever been fucked over by that place.
Is that ricin?
Her narcissism brought down one nation and is about to bring down another. They'll be so busy eating and dancing and having the time of their fucking lives that they will never see us coming.
Blessed evening, Commander.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Department of Human Reallocation will hear your plan tomorrow in D.C.
I didn't expect you to care about retired handmaids.
Oh, a fertility clinic in New Bethlehem is the perfect tourist trap.
The perfect tourist trap, yeah. Especially in that situation.
The flight is tonight.
May I be of assistance?
Yeah, I could use your help. I think I saw a small break in the fence over there. Might be an animal, maybe a weasel.
I'll check it out.
Thank you. Better to be safe, right?
Lydia, they need you.
By God's grace.
Now, can that aunt be trusted? I mean, I'm sure she finds this very suspect, but... Or does she know?
Blessed be the fruit. Let the revolution begin.
Yay! Oh, an aunt truly on their side. That is fabulous. I wonder if she is one of the aunts that is talked about in Testaments. I'll have to look it up. Because I don't honestly remember most of the names of the aunts and commanders and stuff like that in Testaments.
I can't believe you guys are here. The handmaids are on board, but they're not going to believe it.
How about the Martha's Network?
Ready and waiting as well. Good work. Commander Bell won't let your friend Janine come to the wedding. She hasn't been read in.
What? Shit.
I'll take care of it.
June.
We can't leave her behind, and we can't let him off the hook, so...
Watch yourself.
So sorry, Aunt Lydia. I was looking for a mop and a bucket.
A mop?
I spilled some tea. Sorry again, Aunt Lydia.
Well, you see, I'm going to D.C. tonight. I don't like leaving the girls before the wedding, but it can't be helped.
The girls will be on their best behavior.
I will hold you to it. Lord is watching.
And he will protect us. And you on your journey.
Go on about your business, Lydia. You You are still not in a position to be on board with what's going on yet.
I would say something leaderish.
Say something leaderish.
The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. And though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for you are with us. You comfort us in the presence of our enemies. And please, dear God, give us the strength to murder those goddamn motherfuckers.
Oh, fucking man.
Very leaderish. Well, that was quite the episode. So, even though I had a pretty healthy chunk of spoilers, Nick was gonna straight up tell June what happened and tell her that she's been ignoring the signs that he is a commander that does what Gilead commanders do, that Luke was also gonna stand up to her concerning that, and that the Jezebel girls were all gonna be shot except for Janine. That was what I had found out from that one freaking article. I mean, I think originally I thought it was about the previous episode and that it was like speculation or just discussion of what is likely to happen because of that. But then I got to where they talk about Nick specifically just straight up telling her. It's like, as soon as I read that sentence, it was like, it was a big spoiler, and I was like, well, forget it. I just might as well read the whole rest of it, because I really wanted to know more about, what is up Nick's ass and what was going to happen with Nick and that whole thing. So I went ahead and read the whole article. But it was still a really good episode. I still got a lot of surprises in spite of all those spoilers I had gotten. So very glad. And it was definitely like very affecting on my soul. Like, was so fucked up. But we are starting a revolution, and now we've got a whole shitload of people on board. Not just this small group of Mayday people, but a bunch of inside people too. Hopefully they're hiding enough from the inside people that aren't completely on board with a revolution to keep things from getting really fucked up. And hopefully Lydia just freaking goes on her plane trip, does what she's gonna do there, instead of trying to get herself involved with what's going on with the wedding, because she's still too entrenched in this religious ideology that they're trying to repopulate the earth with these handmaids as vessels or whatever. And frankly, Serena is still too infatuated with that idea also, that we're trying to fix the population problem with God's word and God's works. As long as they're so tied to those ideas, they're not going to be ready for the kind of change that really needs to happen. That is all I got for you this week. I will see you next week. Bye. I'll see you when I see you. And remember, if you like this content, please click the thumbs up. And if you want to see more content, click subscribe. Ring that little bell and click all, and you'll get more notifications anytime new content comes out.